world, my name is Sarah and welcome to my book channel. Today I'm doing a book talk for A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Maas. We've been over this. Before we get started, I just want to say that I sound really gross right now because I'm getting sick and my throat hurts and it's not fun. Also, you've never seen this bookshelf before. This is my other bookshelf. It's off to the side, but now you see it. So I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It's about a girl named Feyre, and she lives in a cottage with her dad and 2 sisters, and they're living. That's basically all I can say without spoiling you. So if you have not read this book, go read it and come back. Or if you don't care about spoilers, stick around. I hate spoiling people though, so sorry. Okay, so if you have not read this book or care about spoilers a lot, you should be gone now. Bye. Alright, so now I'm going to tell you why I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. So the whole situation I really think is cool. It's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, which is one of my favorite movies from when I was a kid. I'm still kind of a kid, but for when I was a little kid. It starts off really clear that it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. You know, they live in a small village. They are basically poor-ish. Her father isn't really doing much, but he is carving wood stick things, figures, wood carvings. So he's inventing the wood carvings, not really inventing it, but he's creating something like Belle's father in Beauty and the Beast. Ooh, cool. One thing that's not like this at all is this takes place in a world of fairies and fae, and the entire world is so interesting to me. I just love it for some reason. Like, they have the whole hierarchy of there was like this war, and then the humans were on this side with some extra fairies, and then the fairies were on the other side, and they fought to end slavery, and they did it, but a lot of people died, but then they divided up the fairy realm into the seven, is it 7? 7. It's 7. It is 7. It's right. They divided it into the 7 fairy realms, and then they have the Under the Mountain. And then they have, like, Prithian is, like, the 7 fairy kingdoms. And then the fairy realms are over here with some other people who, I don't know, I haven't started reading the second one, but I hope we get to maybe see what's over here and how bad those people are, because, yeah. The romance in this book was not super quick, like, insta-lovey, like, I met you and you're pretty, I love you. It was kind of like, you're kind of, like, mad, but, like, you took me away from my family, so why would I like you? Sort of thing. I love Tamlin. I love Lucian. I can't pronounce things. I love how they connect with her painting. I like how she's passionate about something that isn't, like, warrior-like, and even though that she's a hunter, she, like, doesn't like killing things. Like, the only thing I did... I gotta calm down one sec. I'm so passionate about this book. The only thing that I had a little bit of an issue with was the part where they were talking about the fairy curse. The curse that, like, affected all of them and gave them the masks. The only part I didn't like about that was the whole backstory, because it was so blatantly obvious. It was kind of like they made it up on the spot out of everything that happened. It's like, well, someone that hates a fairy so much that they would actually kill one, and then they killed it, but it had to be one of his men, and then it had to be a girl that killed it, and then she had to come back, and he had to make her fall in love with him, and then it was so just specific And, like, even though she had hatred in her heart for the fairy, she still loved him. And I'm like, and I get why it was so specific, but if it's that specific, it's never gonna happen. And you know it's never gonna happen because she made it that specific. And yeah, I was kind of just laughing through that part, but I still really like how they went with it. Like, it wasn't just she went and she lived with him. It was she went, she lived with him, then he had to send her away because even though he knew that he loved her, and then he knew that she loved him. Wow, that was a confusing sentence. She went to find him in the place where everyone's like, you don't want to go there. Like, you're gonna die. She's like, I just have to tell him that I love him. It's too late. I'm like, you had so many chances. The bet that they made, even though Alice was like, yo, don't make bets with people, and also don't, like, trust your senses, and also don't drink the wine, and also, like, all of these things, like, of course she's not gonna, don't tell her not to do that, because then she's gonna do it. Just say, oh, be careful of this, and just watch out, but don't say, like, don't do it. Anyways, back to the bet that she made after I got carried away. That was freaking intense. I didn't think they could fit that much into, like, this little bit of book. She's like, that's not that much. That's, like, 400 pages. That's not that much for that amount of stuff that went down. So while I'm editing this, I realized I didn't really elaborate on what I meant by that. And what I meant was that there were so many things that happened in a small amount of pages, and the way that they spaced it out was incredible. Like, I didn't feel rushed and I didn't feel overwhelmed. So that's what I wanted to say. She killed that big-ass worm, and she looked badass doing it in my brain. The second task was with her and Elle, and they were, like, in the cages, and she had to answer a riddle, which she already knew she was bad at answering. And also, she can't read. But I thought Rysand dude was pretty, like, slick with that hand palm thing, telling her which one to pick. I kind of really like Rysand. He's pretty chill. I pictured him as Ian Somerhalder, but like Damon from the Vampire Diaries. I don't know why. That's just like I hear King of Nighttime and Darkness, and I think Damon, and now she has to go live with him in court for a week, and this is a very all over the place book talk, I know, because it's been a while since I've been away, and I just am very passionate about this, and I just need to have my feelings expressed on the internet, even though they're all over the place and messy and insane, but you need to know my opinion. And then the end, they're just like, let's go home. After this massacre, they, like, walk back through the little tunnel, they destroy under the mountain, and then let's go home. Go home where? Your house was freaking destroyed. And what about your siblings? Are you gonna, like, write them a letter or go and see them and be like, by the way, I'm a high fae now, and I can't live with you, but I'm not gonna eat you or enslave you. You just have to live here and we'll still pay for you or whatever. Also, what? She's a high fae now! When did this happen? They walked out and they're, like, giving her some fairy dust, and now she's a high fae? What is she gonna do now that she's a fairy? She has to get used to her body because it's stronger than normal. Does she have any cool powers, or is it only the High Lords? Or does she, like, now she has to use magic? Is she gonna go to Hogwarts? Is this, like, she has to go to Hogwarts now so she can learn how to use magic and get used to her body, and then she, like, her and Tamlin are gonna get married or something? Or is something gonna happen when she's with Rysand at his house because they're, like, living together for a week every month? And, like, she said that she would have stayed longer if he'd just heal her arm and been like, you have to stay with me every month for the year, forever and ever, as long as you heal my arm. And she's like, okay, I'll do it. I'm kind of confused as what's going to happen, but I'm also really excited. I really, really like this book. As you can tell, I got really into it, and I'm definitely gonna have to go buy Court of Mist and Fury. So, I think I'm gonna stop my ramblings there. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you thought about this book down in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!